What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to Dungeon Rush Rebirth. In today's video, we're going to be doing a dailies overview to give you guys an idea what it's like to play this game on a day-to-day basis. So let's go ahead and take it from the top. Ladies and gentlemen, first thing you got to do is got to log in, give them a little check-in bonus there, and I also have some more summons towards the end of the video, so that is going to be very nice. Alright, so the first thing I want to do, this game is an idle game, as you guys might know, so as you're offline, you're going to generate gold, EXP currency, and EXP for your account. Click that get button, and you'll get all of the currency and all of the grinding spoils that you received while you were sleeping, while you were watching movies, whatever you were doing, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Very nice. And that is one daily knocked out. So that is that. All right, and dismantle 5 pieces of equipment. I don't recall actually doing that, but somehow I got credit for it. Oh no, I have it on auto. Oh yeah. All right. So what you can do, since you're going to be getting a bunch of gear out of these auto grind sessions, you can actually set it up to basically auto dismantle gear that you don't care about. In this game, it's so bizarre. They decided, you know what, that perfectly good model of rarities, you know, white gear, gray gear, whatever, green, blue, purple, orange, red. I think that's the way it normally goes. That perfectly good rarity system that all RPGs use. Let's just throw that thing on its head. So blue is like gray and white gear, yellow is like green gear, purple is like blue, green is like purple, red is like orange, and orange is like red. Like, I don't understand companies that do this. There's also other companies that do, like, they switch up the elemental weakness system where they have, you know, water always beats red, but they're like, no, we're gonna beat red beat blue. Like, why? Why? Just keep that stuff the same. Like, that doesn't need to change. You doing that doesn't make your game any better or more innovative. Like, it doesn't change anything besides making me upset. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys combat really quick, just in case you guys have not seen the combat here in the world of Dungeon Rush Rebirth. This is an idle game set in this, like, old school first-person perspective. All of the characters in this game are, while fantasy, they're more like D&D fantasy style creatures. So you're going to see, and I'll actually show you my hero roster here. You're going to see all of these different types of factions. So you have Shadow Faction heroes. So take a look at this. Nightmare Master, the Plague Bringer, Sword Spirit. So very like D&D Dragon Age type of characters here. Here are the Shield Faction right here. So you have some really cool dwarves, some hot mages. That guy. The Chaos Faction. I don't know what he's all about. It looks like another dwarf there. Like, I guess he's like the underground dwarves or something like that. Forest Faction. So you're gonna see some elves in here and people that just love nature. Bunch of Austinites right here. That guy looks actually pretty cool. You got the Doom Faction. There we go. Very cool. It looks like there's a little bit of overlap sometimes. I feel like you could be in the Shadow Faction as well, but whatever. I'm not going to judge this game. And speaking of judge, the Judgment Faction as well. So just like in a lot of these idle games, if you take a lot of characters from the same exact faction, you will get a nice little bonus. So that is that. All right. So complete the Midas Touch 2 times. You guys know this. Tried and true. Give me your diamonds. We'll give you some gold in exchange. This is just a ploy to get all the diamonds out of the economy. You guys know how this is. There's that. Let's complete one basic summoning one time. Luckily, we have a free one, so we got ourselves a little bootleg Groot. Let's do a couple more here on these basic summons. Got a Rhino dude. He's just a B-class rarity. Now, you can actually increase the rarity of almost everything. I don't know what the extent is. So you can take this D rarity character and boost it up to a C, maybe even a B, but I don't know how much further it goes than that because I haven't actually done that. But that's that. Actually, let's go ahead and do a good summon too. Ooh, there's another daily quest done. So basic summon and advanced summon are 2 of your dailies. And it looks like I have a new character to add to my squad here. We'll save the legendary summons towards the end of the video. So 2 dailies knocked out, basic as well as summoning. Crystal Arena. So once again, your pretty normal arena mode. You set up a defensive squad like this. I'm about to actually swap out my B-class character here and put that new A character that I just got because they were part of the same faction, but I digress. Back to the game. So you jump in here, you do some PvP action, but the great thing is you don't actually have to watch this every single time. What I would like to see is if they're going to allow you to skip battle, allow me to skip battle from the menu screen. I don't think there's any reason to have to load in, wait for your people to spawn, then hit skip. Let me skip from the menu screen. I think that would go a long way to just kind of, you know, I'm out of arena tickets already. Was that enough to get my daily done? No, it wasn't. But I think I get some more arena tickets by doing a daily around here. But that is that. That is the arena, and that's my little piece of feedback there. Got yourself a nice little wheel here that you can refresh if you want. If there's not anything good on there that you're looking for. I still don't really want anything on this wheel, but I'm gonna go ahead and spin it anyway. You get these cubes out of the marketplace using in-game currency, or of course they can be rewards as events and things of that nature. Very nice. I do kind of like this wheel because a lot of wheels are basically you can spin the wheel 10 times by using 8 of whatever currency the game has, which sounds great. It's great for the player, don't get me wrong, but you're always in this position where you never actually want to spin until you get that. So I don't know. I feel like spinning more and summoning more is just better. So I like the 10 for 10, 1 for 1. So at any time I feel like just spinning the wheel, I can. So that is that. Done and done. Complete 3 tavern quests. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your tried and true dispatch mission. Look at that. Send him out on a little mission. He comes back. He brings you goodies. 16-hour one. Ah, man, I can't do it. Dang. All right, well, I can't do that one. I do appreciate the quality of life here. Boom, fast load. If it's less than like an hour or so, it'll automatically complete. There's my ones from yesterday. Free, done. But unfortunately, maybe I can get some of these Oh, SS. Yeah, I don't have any SS characters. Maybe I can get one out of the summons later in this video. Got another little summoning stick there. Harvest gems. All right, so this is passive generation sources right here. So you have hero relics. Like I said, this is the EXP currency that you use to level up your characters. This is for leveling up your overall account power. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And this is just good old-fashioned in-game currency. So I can do that, click claim all, and get all of that. Same exact concept applies when it comes to playing an idle game. These just sit around generating resources. You just log in and click on those bad boys. Done. Also got an achievement. Look at that. Boom. Nice. All right. What is next? I got to do another arena. I got to do another arena somehow. This is the thing I was talking about. Here's where that currency that I was just showing you goes for. So you can basically boost the power of your actual account in general. So if I want to get a little bit more HP out of my account, I can do so, a little bit more attack, and that just basically will give you a foundation of power no matter what element or faction type that you decide to go for. So the dailies don't actually require you to do everything that's in the game, believe it or not. So you have this little mode called the Endless Abyss. It's exactly what you think it is. It's an endless abyss that goes on endlessly. So you go in here, once again, the same thing, same concept applies. If you don't really feel like watching combat there, you can skip through. You'll move all the way up this little ladder here, getting goodies all the way through. So that is very nice. Once again, if they're gonna allow me to skip the combat, allow me to skip from the menu. I know that's super lazy. I know it's very nitpicky. But right now, as far as the game is concerned, the only thing that you can't insta skip when it comes to combat is your campaign stages, the things that are like the most important in my opinion. The things that you're just trying to run through and try to get as many floors done as possible, I'm totally down with just doing this in the menu, you know what I mean? But that is that. I'll show you some more gameplay mode as soon as we get done with that one. Boom, boom. There you go. We already talked about that, talked about campaign, talked about tavern, arena, altar, not that big of a deal. This is just where you can decompose your hero, so not a big deal there. Lit Us. This is kind of like your Hall of Fame right here. So I like when games do this. It doesn't really affect me too much because I'm never going to be at the top of the leaderboard to actually give anyone a gem. So basically, when people get to these really high milestones in the game, everyone in the entire server gets gems. So I love it. I appreciate it. I'm never going to be the one to initiate those gem givings or those gold givings, but I like the fact that I do benefit from other people whaling. That's actually pretty cool. That's a cool concept that hero collectors are starting to do more and more, and I think it's cool kind of changing the mindset a little bit. Like, yeah, we have whales on our server. Yeah, we're never ever going to be able to compete with those whales. They basically keep the lights on the game, but you know what? At least when they accomplish something, we all get benefits as well. So not only do we get to play a game for either not a lot of money or free to play, we also get in-game currency to enjoy that game as well. So I like that. I like it. It kind of changes the mindset a little bit when it comes to thinking about whales. So the interesting thing about this game is that, let's say you started the game today and you're like, you know what? I just want to buy a ton of summons. You can't. You can't actually. You can't go crazy and pay to win. Now, obviously you can in other aspects. There's all types of events going on where you can like spend money and do things. So yeah, you can find a way to just pay to win and get a bunch of scrolls through the other means. But in this game, the only way that you can get scrolls is by buying them in the marketplace. So right now I'm buying scrolls for our summoning session that we're about to do, but I can only buy them from this marketplace. And then once these are out, that is it. So it kind of keeps the power spike in the server a little less spiky because you just can't go and get an infinite supply of scrolls like right now. You just can't be like, boom, I want 55 scrolls. Sorry, this guy right here, he has limited supply. He just can't go out and get scrolls. You gotta wait for him to get them for you. There you go. That's the black market. Oh yeah, I already showed you that. So let's go ahead and see, did he give me anything good? But first, let's go ahead and put this together. We just got that out of that endless tower mode right there. So Crusher Ranger. So while we're here, FG, since it's been a long time since your first impression video, what do you think about this game now? After you've played a lot of idle games in between this, what do you think about this game now in retrospect? Well, let me tell you, I like it. I actually really do like this game. Like I said, my opinion on idle games has changed dramatically since I first covered it. I was kind of okay with idle games back then, but I wasn't really bought into the whole thing. It took me playing a lot of games that I had to just keep on 24/7 to be like, you know what? I want to do something different. So I do like this. The only thing I don't really love about this one is I do like the first person perspective combat. I do, but I wish it looked a little bit more like Clone Evolution. Is this an SS? Ah, come on. I wish it looked a little bit like Clone Evolution. If you haven't seen that game, basically it has the same exact first person perspective. That was our summoning session right there, by the way. It has that same exact first person perspective in combat. However, you actually get to see their full bodies behind their portrait. So for example, right now, all you see is their faces. In Clone Evolution, you actually see the entire body of your character. I like that a little bit more. Like, take this little model right here and put him down there. Take this guy right here, put him down there. I think that would go a long way. This is static picture, I think. Number one, doesn't look good on screenshots, so I bet you a lot more people would download the game if they could actually see their characters in combat a little bit more. And then, you know, when you're summoning for these characters, you want to be able to actually see them. I just opened up a new gameplay mode, ladies and gentlemen. This is live. What is going on here? Oh. Is this what I think it is? Let's see what this is. Okay, I thought it might be something else. I thought this might be faction-specific combat where you actually had to bring a very specific faction, but it doesn't look like it. So, let's go ahead and jump on in and see what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. It calls it an elemental tower. So I guess you're probably better off if you bring, I guess, the Chaos faction here to, you know, to make sure you can get up this tower as far as possible. But it looks like you can bring anyone as well, so not that big of a deal. But yeah, I do like the fantasy vibe. Every now and then I do want something that's not pure anime and like cutesy and waifu-y. As I say that, sometimes I like real low fantasy style graphics. This is not necessarily low fantasy. Low fantasy is like Age of Conan, so this is still high fantasy, but you know what I mean. Not like super anime. I'm shooting out laser guns and I got, you know what I mean, like Alune style graphics, things like that. I still love it, but I do like to kind of switch it up every now and then and just have something a little bit more subdued. So it looks like this is a place where you can go get these runes that you can put on your character. If you guys are curious about quality of life and being able to upgrade your characters, it's pretty straightforward. So now that I got this brand new character, ooh, he's a warrior, perfect. I actually didn't have 2 tanks in my front line. I wasn't using the right class, but now I do. So if you want to level up your character, hold down this button, pretty straightforward. All that currency that I was just talking about, that green ooze, you smash it all up in the Ancient Dark Pioneer here, and that will level him up all the way up to level 100. Boom, very nice. In addition to that, you also have skills that you can upgrade with gold. Boom, boom, boom. This guy is going to be ready to use. That's one thing I like about this, is the fact that if you have a character, auto enhance, enhances everything just like that. Boom, very nice. If you get a character brand new and you want to be able to use it, it's not like overhit. You get to use it immediately. Like that's your character. Boom, go have fun with it. That's a big misstep that I think Overhit did. I don't know why we're talking about Overhit in this video, but I'm just saying, I feel like that was a real big miss. Giving people the ability to pull like an SS, people like, hey, congrats on pulling an SS character. You're not going to be able to use it for maybe a year. Like straight up, you might not even be able to use this character all year. Like that doesn't feel good. But look at this. I got this guy, pulled an S, using him immediately. But he'd look a lot better if I could see his body, Kappa again. So that will do it once again. My name is FG3000. This has been a look back at Dungeon Rush Rebirth, giving you guys a daily overview to give you guys an idea what it's like to play this game on a day-to-day basis. And until the next video, I'll see you then. And am I going to keep this game in the rotation? In the background, I think I will. If they do anything like really neat, like a new character or a new event or something like that, maybe I'll do a video on it. But since this is an idle game, I'm just going to keep it installed and check in with it every now and then. Easy. I'm out.